This is the Lowe Alpine Airzone Pro 35 to 45 trekking pack, which I was sent recently to do a review on. So first of all, a big thank you to Neil from bogong.com.au in Melbourne for sending me this piece of kit. Before I jump into the key features, let's have a look at the specs. The Lowe Alpine Airzone Pro has a max capacity of 45 litres. The weight is 1.65 kilograms and the dimensions are 68 centimeters by 34 centimeters by 34 centimeters. It comes in 3 different colours, black, red and a blue turquoise colour, and the price at the time of the review was $259.95, and that's from bogong.com.au. The main selling point for the AirZone Pro is something called Centro Adjust Air Zone system, and it sits at the back here. And it's basically this cutaway here. If I lift up the shoulder straps here, it's this cutaway bit here, which you might be able to see. And it basically means that the back is curved. So there's a gap which to let your back breathe. And it's also adjustable, fully adjustable for your shoulders and your hip straps as well. Now what that means in essence is that there's less material touching your shoulders and your hips and your back, which means that there's less chance for heat to build up and for the sweat to build up, but also rubbing and things to take place as well. Now usually I think these things are a little bit gimmicky. You know, the frame and the setup just adds a bit more weight to the kit, but it really does work. And of all the hikes that I've been on, and I've taken this on, yes, I have sweat. If it's a hot day, you're going to sweat, and you're moving about a lot, it's strenuous, you are going to sweat, but definitely didn't sweat as much as what I usually do with the flatter backpacks. And when I did sweat, it cooled off very, very quickly because of the amount of air that was getting through this back system here. So in terms of a primary feature, I think it works really well, and it's not just a gimmick to help sell the product. The other good thing I like about not having a wet back area on your rucksack is that if you take the pack off to sit down to rest and then you put it back on again, it's this horrible sort of cold, soaking wet feel on your back and on your t-shirt just for a while before everything warms up again. Again, with the AirZone Pro system and the adjustment system, you don't get that, or it's very, very minimal. There's minimal touch points for the material on your back. So when that did happen, again, it was very, very minimal, and it dried off very, very quickly as well. With most packs these days, you have a detachable zip-away rain cover. Now I got caught in an absolute downpour about a month back, and I can attest that the rain cover works really well. It was very quick to set up, and it kept the bag bone dry. I just want to show you the side pockets here. There's one on either side, one on this side and one on the opposite side here. And I just want to show you how stretchy these are. They're really, really good, really, really stretchy. They don't eat into the pack, so the stretchy part actually all sits on the outside. You can see I've really, really stretched that out wide. So you have absolutely no issues fitting any of those larger sized Nalgene bottles. And it's also, they're actually quite more readily available. When you reach around and grab them, they're actually quite readily available, better placed than some packs that I've used. So actually reaching around to get something from those pockets is quite easy as well. The pack's got some hip or harness pockets as well. These are on both sides, and I'll just open this up. You can see that it is really, really deep and actually quite generous with its size as well. You could fit a lot in there: cameras, your mobile phone, a GPS or a PLB device. Again, really good positional as well. So when you tighten up your hip support, they're right there for you to easily get to as well.
The AirZone Pro has a front pocket and side access zip located next to each other. The front pocket is generous and covers the full front panel of the pack.
Having the side zip is also a great feature in that everything within the pack seems to be very close to hand, so no constant gripes about things slipping down to the bottom of the bag and you having to pull everything out to find that one item. In terms of lid pockets, there's one on the inside and on the outside. They both have good zips and are nice and deep as you would expect. There is space inside for a hydration pack. I'll just show you it here. It sits against the back wall. I've got a 3 litre and it fits quite snugly. And the tube exit is just on the right hand side here. Now strangely, there's no clip on the harness for you to clip the tube into, which is a little bit disappointing. I've seen that on a number of hiking packs and backpacks these days, so I was a bit surprised to not find one, but I just put it through this bit of webbing here, and everything's fine. But it is a little bit disappointing that it hasn't got such a simple feature. A couple more features that I like about the AirZone Pro is that both sides have hiking pole and axe attachment areas. You've got these little bungee cord bits here. You can put your poles into one of the pockets, but also you can see that here it's got these little bits here which you can put your hiking poles into. They're more for when you don't have your rubber grips on, and they'll be able to put the sharp points through there. And also what I like is that there's two handles. There's a handle at the front here, and there's also your standard handle at the back. Now what I think is the axe attachment is this bit here. At least that's where I'd put it. I'd slide the axe down so the head sat over here, and I'd be able to put it into the bungee cord here. Another great feature is this elastic cradle that sits on the front of the pack. You can use this mesh to hold a tarp or a waterproof jacket, a jumper, some mountaineering rope. There's a number of options here for you. Even maybe a mountain bike or a mountaineering helmet could fit in here as well. The bungee cord is strong. It's really flexible, and you can tell they'll be durable enough to withstand some heavier gear that you put in here. What I really like about the AirZone Pro is that it can be packed down to reduce the size if you're just doing a day hike, but it has enough capacity to fit all your equipment in for an overnight hike. It's surprising how much you can fit in actually. Even on some day hikes when I've packed more than usual, it has handled everything really well and with no noticeable issues. The reality is that this is not a pack that you want for longer than an overnight hike or a trip where you'll need to carry some extra gear, as you will fill up the space quickly. But as an example, these are all the items that I have packed into the AirZone Pro today with me. There's food, there's a small sleeping bag, there's a stowaway waterproof jacket because it's supposed to rain today, there's my Pathfinder water kit, there's a DD 3 meter by 3 meter hammock, and there's a tarp, and there's the Hennessy hammock as well, plus my food, plus the Helinox hiking poles, plus a few other bits and bobs that are in the top pockets and the side pockets. I have also put the tripod which this camera is sitting on, and also the camera in that pack as well, so you can see you can pack a fair bit into it. It's surprising how much you can actually fit in. One thing that I always like to check when I'm reviewing and purchasing a product is the durability of the product and the features on it. The AirZone Pro definitely comes out on top in this category as well. The material is thick, nice and strong, feels like it can handle being dragged through the bush and the scrub. All the added features feel like they're built to withstand a heavy beating as well. The bungee cord is really strong and good quality. All of the little toggles and the clips all feel really strong and sturdy as well. The clips, I have to mention, are a little bit on the small side. I've seen packs where the clips are a lot bigger, and it feels a lot more. It feels like there's a lot more strength when you connect them. But like I said, all the time I've been using these, no problems whatsoever. Everything feels and acts like good quality. So the price is on the high side, but I guess it is justified in terms of the potential lifetime value you're going to get from this product. So final summary and rating for the AirZone Pro 3545 from Lowe Alpine. I really like it. I think it's not too big to feel cumbersome, and it's still small enough to get away with using on a one-day hike as well. Realistically, it's going to be a squeeze if you want to try and fit more stuff in for a longer hike. For example, if I was going into a winter overnight hike, I'd potentially have my hammock, underquilt, a larger and thicker sleeping bag, plus food, water, etc. There's no way that you could fit all of this into this rucksack. You'd need a bigger pack around the maybe 60-litre mark or so. But having said that, there are a lot of really good features for the pack, which is always a bonus. The adjustable air system and the AirZone feature really does work. I was still quite surprised at how well it did work. You'll still sweat, but nowhere near as much as other packs that are closer to your back. Workmanship is excellent, very strong. You know that it's going to last. The price is on the steep side. You're looking at just shy of $260, so it is a lot of money. But if you think how long you're going to have this product for, like I said about that lifetime value, and if you look after it, then you're paying for a quality product that you will get your money's worth for. So overall, I'm giving it a solid 8 out of 10.